off the line. Parlay Prince, lost his royal shine. College football Saturdays, the bets going straight. Fade Eddie if you want, you'll be richer that way. Eddie Brackett! Roll the dice, breaking hearts, losing tickets, falling apart. Vegas laughs, they know the racket.
We had a bad week last week on Eddie Brackets, didn't we, Mr. Dog? We're going to do a lot better this week, aren't we, Mr. Dog? Hey, calm down. We got some solid picks coming up this week. Stay with me. This week, we're going to get you some picks right. Number 11, Indiana at Iowa. This one's at 3:30 on Peacock. Indiana's a 7.5 point favorite with a total of 48.5. I really think that the smart play here. Well, first of all, I'm going to talk about Indiana's quarterback, the Fernando Mendoza. He is now the leading candidate for the front runner of the Heisman, and it makes me think of the ABBA song "Fernando." Everybody loves everything there tonight. Anyway, Indiana is a 7.5 point favorite. I think they're going to blow Iowa out the water. Plus, what I'm going to do is I'll probably take a double dip. I would probably say take over the 48.5, and I would say take Indiana minus 7.5, and then sing Fernando by ABBA all night long. It's in the air tonight. Go with some Russian hockey. Chris Moon's not here. We can't afford Chris Moon because I've been picking so crappy lately. When I get on bad streaks, the number one thing I always like to do is go with Russian hockey. And because Russian hockey is probably more rigged than the NBA is, and there's like 4 teams that are Moscow teams. There's CSKA Moscow. There's Moscow Spartak. There's 3 teams in the hockey league over there. If the Russian hockey team has Moscow in it and they're playing a little squad, you always take Moscow. This weekend we've got CKSA Moscow. Don't ask me what that stands for. Taking Lada. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the Moscow team. You're going to take Putin holding the wife of one. You're going to take them and they're going to clear it. It's going to be that's actually my lead pipe lock of the week. Is CKSK Moscow over Lada. You're going to have to get a weird sports book that'll take Russian gambling bets. Hit me up if you need some advice. I'll tell you which one you go to. Alabama, number 17 at number 5, Georgia. That's at 7:30 on ABC. Really, there's going to be a close game. The last 7 meetings in this series have all been decided by less than a touchdown. Alabama's passing game has improved, but not really surprising if you look at Kalen DeBoer. That's kind of his motif. Georgia has not really gotten that great pressuring the quarterback so far this year. I think they're like 17th out of 18 teams in the SEC in sacks, which is crazy. But you might be wondering why I would pick Georgia over Alabama after I just said those 4 things. Really, it's because of the run balance. I think Alabama doesn't have the run balance. I think Georgia has the run balance. I think the home field is going to be big, and really just a gut feeling I have. Not too much of a gut feeling, because I'm going to give it 1 thumbs up. But Eddie Brackett's play is going to be taking Georgia minus 2.5 over Bama for 1 thumbs up. Number 6, Oregon versus number 3, Penn State. Penn State's minus 2.5. This game is 7:30 on the American Broadcasting Channel, which we can all watch now because Kimmel's back. I don't know. Sagarin has Penn State as a straight-up winner in 58 of their 100 matchups. Penn State started off, it was like 4.5, went to 3.5. The spread is now 2.5. Dimers.com, which is a website I go to a lot, says Penn State has a win probability of 62%. I think that the Penn State going to win this game, but I'm going to take it to the money line because, much like Joe Paterno and his coaches had the kids' pants half off, I'm not going to go full on this. I'm going to go money line for 1 thumbs up. Number 4, LSU at number 13, Ole Miss. This is going to be at 3:30 on ABC. Ole Miss is a 2.5 point favorite. The Ole Miss kicker is pretty good. He leads the nation in made field goals a game. 2.5. It's kind of weird. Something's been off with the quarterback at LSU, the Garrett Nussmeier. He's not really looked all that great. The running game has been pretty good. I'm going to give you the actual stay away from this game because Lane Kiffin's daughter is dating an LSU player, and like I wouldn't put it past Lane Kiffin to go out there and blow this team's out of the water, and I also wouldn't take it past him to get super upset and salty about the situation. Stay away from this game. Officially. Lane Kiffin's daughter, salute, no good. There you go. This is a perfect example of what happens when you don't get your producer for the show, Chris Moon, where you at. It goes off the rails. You talk to dogs. Listen, I had a bad week last week. This week here, we're going to get it all back on track. You follow these tips here, we're going to get you back to where we're going to the boat, having ourselves a Cape Codder this weekend. Let's do it.
Eddie Brackett's back. Locks dropping like bodies in the fun house. 2 thumbs up or you get dunked in the tank. CKZ Moscow, 2 thumbs up. Clown face grinning over a lot of blood on the scoreboard. Eddie still winning. Who's a 7.5 over 47.5? 2 big red hammer coming straight down on you. Penn State killing ducks, feathers flying in the street. 1 thumb bet, but it's looking so sweet. Georgia 2 roll tide gets rolled. Eddie calling chaos straight out the mold. Get your money on the line. I call it how I see. Eddie Brackett's dropping locks. That's a guarantee. Money on the line. I call it how I see. Eddie Brackett's dropping locks. That's a guarantee. Ole Miss, LSU, that's a game gone mad. Kiffin running wild cause his daughter been bad. Stay away, that circus got